How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe as always. If you're a Zoro fan, definitely don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It can't hurt to support a fellow Zoro fan. But with that being said, we're going to get right into it today. We all know why Zoro's great. He's done plenty of awesome things for all of us to love him. His fight against Mr. One, well, especially the end, his win over Mr. One, was incredible. He cut a dragon's head off. He cut a literal mountain man in half. He literally low-diffed the main villain of an arc who was a fishman in water. Zoro's not the captain, everybody, and he low-diffed. You gotta be great to not be the main character, not be the captain of your own crew, and low-diff the main villain of an arc. Now, this all puts him right up here. He's already great. He's already floating up here with some of the greats. But there's something that gives him that extra boost that puts him at my favorite of all time, and a lot of people's favorite of all time, that I don't really think I see much of anybody else doing. And granted, with him doing this thing that I'm about to talk about by itself would not be much. Not a huge deal. But added on top of the fact that he already is great in his own right without this little fact, and it's just the icing on the cake to make everything wonderful and everything so worth it. So, I have 4 moments I want to go over. First being in Arlong Park, when Arlong takes the bandages off and doesn't understand how a human, somebody who he thinks beneath him, can still be moving around in this condition. Keep in mind, could beat the 3rd strongest person on his entire crew, including himself, the captain. That was pretty dope. Next, why don't we just move right into how he got that scar? Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman, taking out the world's strongest blade and just smacking him down, low-diffing the guy I'm talking about, Zoro. Scars on the back are a swordsman's shame. Doesn't flinch, doesn't take a step back, doesn't blink, doesn't nothing. Looks death in the face and smiles. Great. Number 3. This comes from the most recent chapter in the manga, so if you're anime only, I will put a timestamp. It's going to be on my face. I'll put it on my face. There's the time on my face. Jump to that point, and there you go. So, this one, in the most recent chapter, everybody knows, he pulled out Ashura for the 3rd time in the series, got confirmed Conqueror's Haki, and was the 2nd person to ever leave a permanent scar on Kaido's body. Pretty awesome. Alright, we're going to move on from that one so the anime onlys can come back. So, welcome back, you guys, if there were any of you. Next, and the final one, do I need to tell you? Nothing happened. I'm not going to explain nothing happened. If you don't know what nothing happened is, go look it up. Just type in Zoro, nothing happened. You'll find it. So, what are the 2 biggest common denominators in all 4 of these instances? 1, he took a pretty big L. Maybe not the one against Arlong. He already beat somebody, and then, in the Kaido, so, maybe not a big L, but he definitely took an L. 2, this is kind of what glues everything together and makes the greatness. He stole the entire moment from the person who just beat him. When Zoro loses, you don't remember the person who won the fight. You just remember what Zoro did. That is so messed up and weird. Who else does that in anime and manga? Who else has a legitimate, full track record of taking an L, but taking the show with it? Like every time, almost every time he loses, you remember him instead of the person who won. That's stupid. Losses are not supposed to be a good moment for you. Now, like I said, obviously, when you look at this by itself, what I just said, it's like, okay, whatever. Does that make somebody a goat? No. But you put that on top of everything else about Zoro's character. It is the perfect icing on the cake to make him your favorite. He stole the show from the world's strongest swordsman by saying, dude, I don't care how strong you are. Go for it. Go for it. Take the swing with the big boy sword. Do it. I dare ya. do it. Kuma, literally, I mean, you know what happened. He took all of that pain, all of that fatigue, all of that everything from Luffy, put his head on the line, expected to die. Kuma expected him to die. Nobody knows how he didn't. Tell me, who out here is remembering Kuma in that moment? No, that is a Zoro moment. Zoro losing to Mihawk is a Zoro moment. You don't say, yeah, when Mihawk won against Zoro. No, you say, when Zoro lost to Mihawk. That's how you say it, okay? What? How do you lose so good that every time you lose, nobody cares about the guy who won? And then on top of that, you do stuff like cutting a mountain man in half. And smacking the main villain of an arc. It's so weird. It is so weird to me because I just realized this a few days ago. Thank you if you're still here. I just finally pinpointed this a few days ago because one of the things that I am worst at in this world is pinpointing exactly why I love things. Like when I see something, I'm like, oh, I love that so much. I have a hard time pinpointing exactly why it is. For things like, at least, like, why do I love Zoro so much? I mean, the obvious things are, yeah, the obvious things. Nothing happened was a cool moment. It was cool when Arlong was like, oh my god, But I never really thought about the fact that, okay, this dude's already awesome. And then Zoro's one negative character trait is that he has a horrible sense of direction, and that is just used for comedic effect. So that's not even a negative. That's a plus. His one negative character trait is just funny. So it's great. But then on top of literally everything else, he can't lose. Even when Zoro loses, he's still gonna take a W. He's gonna take it with him in his back pocket. Like, fine, but give me that too. Like, what? No, that's mine. I just beat you. No, you didn't. But you can't move, and I'm gonna walk away and just decide to not kill you. Yeah, but nobody cares. Shit, you're right. Hey guys, you see me beat him? No, but we saw him tank that. That was dope. Hey Zoro, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh god, that hurts. Whew. All right, let's go. On to the next moment. Who does that? Who else in anime and manga does that so well? I named 4 moments that are all known as awesome moments in this series. Some bigger than others. The one at Arlong Park, that's like that's a cool moment. Somebody's like, hey, you remember that time at Arlong Park where he like freaked Arlong out with how durable he was? Like, yeah, that was cool. Then you have all the way from that to nothing happened. One of the greatest moments in the entire series. Some people would argue the greatest moment in the entire series. I'm not going to argue that. I don't care where you put that. It's up there on the general consensus list. It is like up there. And it was Zoro taking a big L from a bear dude. I don't know. Maybe this isn't as strange of a reason to be a goat as I think. Maybe everybody else is like, yeah, I know. That's one reason everybody loves him so much, because he can't even like lose bad. Like, I don't know. This is just it's so strange to think about. When I put it the way I put it, maybe once again it doesn't sound like that to everybody else. But to me, it sounds so weird and so strange to think of this. But that's all I got for the video. Like I said, the dude's goated. He's the greatest of all time because he's got everything everybody else does. Yeah, some people are funnier than him. Whatever. Whatever. Fine. Yeah, whatever. Technically, some people are stronger than him. Yeah, whatever. This dude is great on his own, and then even when he's supposed to have a down moment, even when he's down, he's up. You gotta be a GOAT if you're up even when you're down. There's no other way to talk it. There's no other way to slice it. That's just how it is. So, like I said, if you're still around, thank you so much. I didn't say that before, but like I said, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe. That's what I was gonna say. So, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I know I will. I just got done talking about my favorite character in anime and manga. How could I be in a bad mood? But with that being said, I'm out of here, and I'll see you next time.